Latest BTS Jungkook concert hope on the stage final. Hello, and welcome back to Pop Update, your go-to place for the latest, hottest, and most emotional stories in the world of K-pop. In today's video, we're diving into a moment that didn't just shake the stage, it shook hearts around the world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you won't miss a single heartbeat from the world of K-pop. And now, let's begin. Woe days. Just 2 days after officially completing his military service, Jeon Jungkook, the Golden Maknae of BTS, returned to the stage and instantly rocked the world. A surprise not only joyful, but deeply emotional for the millions who had been waiting. But here's the twist, Jungkook didn't come back alone. He appeared on stage alongside his BTS brother, the ever-energetic and beloved J-Hope, at J-Hope's solo concert, a show that had sold out within mere minutes. Imagine this, only 48 hours back in the civilian world, and Jungkook was already on stage. No rest. No adjustment period. He leapt straight into the spotlight and delivered one of the most legendary performances in K-pop history. The lights went out. The crowd held its breath. And when the spotlight hit his figure, Jungkook, the roar from the crowd shook the arena. The one they missed for 18 months was finally standing before them. And when his voice rang out, the world seemed to stop spinning. Jungkook performed 7 alongside J-Hope with vocals that weren't just stable, they were stronger, deeper, and more emotional than ever. Their movements were synchronized, sharp, and absolutely mesmerizing. It was as if there had been no separation. No gap. No absence. Only magic. Even for fans watching through a live stream, the moment felt magical. Many cried. Many confessed they had goosebumps the entire time. One fan from Brazil wrote online, "I didn't know I could cry just from someone singing. But tonight, I cried because of Jungkook." Emotional performance. But the emotional climax hadn't even arrived. When they performed I Wonderth live, the entire arena became a sea of tears. Jungkook's soft vocals blended beautifully with J-Hope's signature rap. The crowd didn't just listen, they sang every word together, hugging each other, crying, holding hands. As if to say, we went through a long wait. But now we're back together. And in the midst of it all, Jungkook looked out at the crowd and softly said, "I missed you." 3 words. But they felt like a warm hug to millions of hearts who had waited so long. Sobs could be heard from every corner. Fans were crying uncontrollably, recording the moment through tears. They couldn't believe it. He was really back. Unshakable charisma, return of a king. What stunned everyone even more was Jungkook's physical and mental condition. He looked unshaken. Not tired. Not uncertain. In fact, he seemed more confident and more powerful than ever. His breath control? Perfect. His movements? Sharp and explosive. His vocals? Jaw-droppingly powerful. Many said, Jungkook didn't just come back. He came back at a higher level. It's like the military didn't hold him back, it shaped him into his ultimate form. J-Hope and Jungkook's chemistry. Now let's talk about the chemistry between Jungkook and Hobi. They are the epitome of brotherhood in BTS. J-Hope opened his stage to his little brother, someone he's proud of. He didn't hog the spotlight. He welcomed Jungkook to shine. And that night, they shone together. As the song ended, J-Hope pulled Jungkook into a tight hug. Tears fell. That hug wasn't just an embrace, it was the reunion of family. BTS isn't just a group. They are brothers. They are home. Global reaction, internet explosion. Within minutes, the internet exploded. Hashtags like #Jungkook is back, #Golden Maknae returns, and #Jungkook's J-Hope topped global trends. Comments flooded in. Is he even human? I've never cried watching a concert until tonight. He's back. And he's stronger than ever. Thank you, Jungkook, for coming back to us. Clips of the performance went viral across TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, watched millions of times in just hours. Even international artists and critics chimed in with praise. One music reviewer wrote, "If this is the new standard, then Jungkook has officially become a global artist. The quietest moment, words that shook hearts. There was one moment when the entire stadium fell silent. After finishing the most emotional section of I Wonder, Jungkook stood still. He bowed, looked at the crowd. His eyes glistened. And then he whispered into the mic, 'Thank you for waiting.' No cheers. No shouting. Just the sound of sobs. Love-filled screams. And thunderous applause that seemed to echo into the sky. The beginning of a new era. But this wasn't the end. This was the start of something even greater. Many are now asking, will Jungkook release new solo songs soon? Is this the beginning of BTS's comeback? Or is the world witnessing the birth of a new era for Jeon Jungkook? One thing is certain, he has set a new standard. Not just for himself, but for the entire industry. His golden voice, unmatched stamina, and commanding stage presence are a rare combination. The crown returns. That night, Jungkook didn't just return to the stage. He took back his crown. The crown that had always belonged to him as the Golden Maknae, the global idol, and the symbol of hope for millions of fans. Fan reactions, art from the heart. Fans around the world responded with love. Fan art, videos, songs, poems, even animations were created to celebrate Jungkook's return. Everyone agreed. This wasn't just a concert. It was a shared emotional explosion. So, what did you think of Jungkook's epic return with J-Hope? Did you cry? Did you feel chills rushing down your spine, just like millions of armies across the globe? Because this wasn't just a reunion. This was a homecoming. Two brothers, who once stood on the biggest stages of the world together, now walking side by side again, not under blinding concert lights, but under the clear skies of a long-awaited freedom. And in that simple, powerful moment, the world stopped. For many armies, it felt like a dream. Jungkook, the Golden Maknae, our Jungkook, stepping out in uniform, his presence glowing with maturity, strength, and undeniable star power. And next to him, J-Hope, the eternal sunshine, whose energy never fails to warm the coldest days, smiling with that familiar light in his eyes. It was as if the time apart had only deepened their bond. They didn't need to say a word. Their expressions, their steps, their glances at each other spoke louder than any press conference ever could. This was love. This was brotherhood. This was BTS, unshaken by time, distance, or uniforms. And yes, if you felt your heart tighten, if your eyes welled up with tears, you were not alone. Social media exploded with emotions. Clips of their reunion went viral within minutes. Armies from every corner of the globe, Korea, Indonesia, Brazil, the US, the Philippines, and more, cried together, laughed together, and celebrated this milestone together. Because this moment wasn't just about military leave. It was about legacy. It was about the return of two legends who reminded the world they never truly left us. Jungkook, despite being away from the spotlight, has remained a beacon of inspiration. From his solo records to his powerful military journey, he continues to show the world what it means to grow with purpose, to serve with humility, and to shine without trying. And with J-Hope by his side, it's a reminder that no matter where life takes them, BTS is not just a group, it's a bond that time cannot touch. So we ask you again, what did you feel when you saw them walk side by side again? Did it stir up memories of concerts past? Did you remember the laughter, the tears, the music, and the countless moments they've gifted us? Share your stories. Share your feelings. We want to hear it all in the comments below. Because you are a part of this story too. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because here at KPOP Update, we're not just reporting the news. We're capturing the moments that make our hearts beat. And remember one thing, ARMY. Jeon Jungkook is back. And he's not just back. He's rising. He's glowing. and he's shining brighter than ever.